Okay, good evening, everyone who is watching. I know there's at least a couple people on, which is surprising that you've got on so quick. Good on you. Thanks for watching. But tonight we are watching a grudge match. We have Zulu, who was playing comp with a few of the other friends from the AWP server, and he was going up against, completely randomly, some of his friends. So now they said, after getting their asses handed to them, we want another match. Zulu said, look, I don't perform unless there's people watching. And so that's where we all come in, because tonight we are going to be showing Zulu playing with... I don't know why that just shrank, because I have this minimized so I could do stuff. We are going to be watching, the rematch, the grudge match, the decider. Is it Team PM Gay or Team I Got 3 Hot Dogs? I don't know who's coming up with these names, but they are both terrible. And I am joined by that giggle you can tell, Threepwood.
The mirthful, the jovial, the ever effervescent. We're here, and we are about to have some fun. We have at the desk received the "Are you ready?" call, and I am going to say we are. And let us have this grudge match commence between team. Nope, I refuse to pronounce any of these. Zulu's squad and Zulu's friends squad. Hot dogs and PM.
Yeah, it's
not respectfully.
So, yeah, I don't have anything to really say about those names. You know, it's just like, okay.
Wonder, Caliburn says, Caliburn's on the Avalon account, right, for this particular game?
Yes, so we do have a few people playing on their alts for some apparent reason. So we have Bullet on McDonald's, we have Aki on Burger King, Zulu is really Zulu, Avalon is Caliburn, Sky, I'm fairly certain is Sky, and Accelerator, I have no idea.
So Caliburn sends their regards.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
So cheers to Kim for giving me the heads up on the thing. I had spotted out the corner of my eye, but it was because I had the game not at full screen so that I could do stuff on my computer at the same time, and it spazzed it up a little bit. But that is sorted now. This isn't a three-man pugs Lindabench. I shouldn't try to pronounce Germanic names because I just can't do it.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen in this match and everything will be fine. Speaking of which, we're going to see a very exciting composition coming out from Team PM. Nope, there's that Mercy. Okay, now it's a slightly interesting comp. We're going to see, instead of the Widowmaker Hanzo, we're going to see an Ashe Hanzo, which seems to be catching on more and more in comp these days.
Yeah, and I know that Caliburn is a really, really good hit scan player, so he's been absolutely kicking ass with this. It's going to be interesting to see how he can go in an actual comp like this, especially going up against a Widowmaker and a McCree. Let's give him a little spec now and see how he's doing. And yeah, they're just sort of teasing at each other, figuring out what each other has, and wanting to not commit too much while still teasing at each other.
It's difficult for Widowmaker and Ashe both to get shots over that Reinhardt shield. This is going to favor Mercy main, by the way, for now, as Caliburn struggles to get their dynamite up, and there it goes. Looks like it was eaten away by a D.Va. Great shot. That dynamite can do a lot of DPS over time, and both teams seem content now to poke. And there we go. Zulu, it looks like, has decided to do the end game. Nope. And there he goes again. He's in. No.
Yeah,
come on, guys.
He's teasing us.
Oh, and there it is! Mercy main, by the way, finds the first kill. Sky is going to be able to get the res off, but Zulu's shield's going to take a beating as a result. And there he goes, Zulu once again, and a dynamite does manage to get its way into the backline. That's going to light the backline entirely on fire. Ana drops her nade, but that means no anti for Team PM, as they now go swinging in. Zulu gets that bubble, and here it looks like they're trying to trap these friends of Zulu. Wow, big dragons catching them all inside there, right in that little hotel. The Reinhardts charge away in completely different directions, and it looks like Team PM's defense will hold for now.
Yeah. That was really well timed from McDonald's or Bullet or whatever he's calling himself today. You know, every time he switches to a different character, you think, surely this won't be a character he's good with. But no, he's just good with everything. Aki, on the other hand, on Burger King, has to play really careful now because he went super low there. Whoa! That Widowmaker just shot through the camera, and that scared the shit out of me. And it had a bullet go through the side of my corner, through the side of my screen.
Nice and loud.
Yeah.
And yeah, Burger King almost got completely ripped apart there with that anti. And now Fortnite fan is going to be setting up on the high ground, chasing Ash away. Little old McCree Ash grudge match inside a grudge match. A shatter goes down, catches a lot of baddies, and now the Deadeye's going to come out, but it's kind of wasted. I really like the setup there, but probably should have waited until after Zuluu finished shattering and demolishing the entire team of hot dogs.
So, I don't know this. They're down. It's 3-on-3 at the minute, and they're not pushing it. But what was that grab, Aki?
Had to have been a mistake.
It was aimed at the roof. Okay, fair enough.
That's such a shame. And now it's back to full strength for both teams. Whatever spawn advantage the hot dogs had is now completely gone. Only a fight-winning Bob in possession by the defense, and hot dogs has quite the ultimate repertoire coming online. All right, they're once again now sticking to the poke. I'm curious to see what they're going to use the nano on, if they're possibly going to save it for Reinhardt, or if they're going to wait until Mercy Main gets his Genji ult, having now switched from from Widowmaker to the Genji. Fortnite fan setting up at the same place that he popped off that Deadeye, which is a great position for him to be in, as it allows him to flank Zulu's team from both sides. Diva Bomb's now coming in. There's nothing to stop that Reinhardt shield from saving everyone, and that's exactly what it does. So a Diva Bomb tossed into shield, doing 1,000 damage. That's not really going to have much of an effect. Here comes Mercy Main trying to get some ultras. Bam! There it is. Burger King falls. Then Zuluu. All tanks gone. There's that Deadeye gotten once again. A blade comes out, and it looks like they're holding ults except for Bob. And Bob is going to come out and be a humongous pain in the butt for everyone involved until he falls. And now it looks like hot dogs are going to take this point without much more resistance from the team Zuluu.
Yeah. Togi came up absolutely massive there, you know. Burger King had got himself way too far, got slept by the Ana, and just the damage of Togi going past was enough to kill him off. And he then pinned Zuluu and killed him off. Without those two tanks, there wasn't any space for the rest of the team. There's no one that's going to touch point apart from Bob. And we saw the evidence of what happened. And Law, I agree, Zulu's second best AP coach.
Oh, and Sky falls to an unlucky tree trunk fired by Fortnite fan, who has now switched on to the Hanzo for point 2. A really nice switch, I must say. And of important note is that Tagi and Birkevald didn't use their ults at all. They still have a nano shatter, and Fortnite fan is about to pull out a Hanzo Dragons in the same breath. It's really nice to see this team completely turn it around, whereas Zulu's team had a completely solid defense. But there it is. Burger King manages to find a Genji, and Zuluu getting that nano is going to shatter literally everyone on the map, except for Fortnite fan. That's going to be a massive dragon combo and shatter. Not something you see often, but definitely possible, especially when they line themselves up so neatly like that.
I mean, Fortnite fan getting a really good couple of headshots in at the end there. But
yeah, they made them pay for it, that's for sure.
I was just about to say that it was an utter waste nano boosting him, because he got nano boosted over the other side by the mini health pack, and then I had to just slowly walk back because he'd already used his charge, and so it wasted most of the nano. But he then saved it all with a shatter and made it worthwhile.
And here we go, nice big pasty dragons. Uh-oh, charging into a grab, swinging away. That's going to be a lot of kills coming online as literally the entire team dies in a horrific rocket hammer deluge ballet of death.
He has got to be pretty unhappy with Burger King because he stole one of his kills and he would have had a 6k otherwise.
And of course, Zuluu, having swung into that grab like that, it's now built himself back up to charge. Possibly one of my favorite plays as a Reinhardt is to get a shatter off, then have Zarya pop their grab, catch literally everyone, and just swing away.
He's around the back of them. They don't know.
Oh no. Oh no. It was called! Togi turns around just in time! He falls anyways, though, so possibly mission accomplished as the shield, but here now a Nanoblade is going to wreak havoc into the backline. Mercy Main showing himself to be anything but as they literally annihilate Team Zulu. Bob picking up an Ana in the backline, but I think this push is going to go to Team Hot Dogs as a Grudge Dynamite? Petty Dynamite? I don't even know what to call it.
I would be really surprised if they don't win this 6v1 here against Avalon.
I don't think Ash is going to have much of a say, but now it looks like Team Zulu is going to be able to make a bit of a contest. Zulu now swinging away. Very... Ults are coming out now in force. Now this is going to be... Ooh, that's not good. Ana and Zulu, and now a big shatter comes out. This one's definitely going to Team Hot Dogs. A res comes up on Zulu. What? Never mind! I spoke too soon once again! As Team Zulu manages to completely turn this around, and Bob now comes out. That's going to be a huge deterrent for anyone coming back on the point. And that's it. They managed to keep them from getting point 2.
Cali came up so clutch there. Avalon, absolutely huge. He managed to stay alive that entire thing. He didn't die. And then he managed to loop around the back. He killed off Fortnite. He threw in Dynamite and got about 3 people. And then he just looped right the way around the back and picked off the rest of the team so fast that he used Bob in the one fight, and the very next fight he had it in. Absolutely
it's just unbelievable. It just goes to show you once again that you can't discount a single member of the team getting away from you. Sometimes you want to leave the straggler alone, but sometimes that straggler is going to be the one that decides the next fight.
Yeah, you know, always kill off the stragglers. Spend the extra couple seconds to kill them off, because then you're in a situation when you're 5v6. Why is that not a benefit to you? They're never going to make it for the next fight. But, yeah, worst comes to worst, you lose one person in the meantime, and you end up... Oop, I've got my sig dripping down my hands there. That wasn't supposed to lose me. Bugger. Right, yeah, no, worst comes to worst, when you're chasing down a DPS like that, he might kill one of you. If he does, you've lost nothing, because you're now in a 5v5.
Yeah, it's just a rough situation to be in for sure. Absolutely. All right, and here we go. Now we have splendid defense coming out from 3 Hot Dogs. Anything but standard, as we have the Rhine Diva, a Pharmacy, and a Doomfist, and then an Ana to pick up the slack. 2 main healers. That's a lot. Wow, and Zulu has come in swinging. They're going for a really non-standard dive with a hamster and the monkey. Doomfist is charged into the line. Not managed. Ooh, and then Farah gets taken out by the jumping monkey, thanks to courtesy of Discord by McDonald's. That's the way. And unbelievable. Ooh, but Fortnite's son now managed to pick up the sky, and of course, that means Zulu's team has to counter and fold. And it looks like they are going to have the advantage here. With such a long spawn coming back for 3 Hot Dogs, I don't think they're going to be able to bring everyone to bear, but this Fortnite fan is just going absolutely ham, murdering everyone he sets his fist on.
Unfortunately for him, though, the spawns are that much closer that he is not going to be able to win this. He's got 4 people against him at the minute. No, sorry, 3 people, because one of them has gone off chasing. Where is Avalon? Oh, he's just delaying the rest of the team.
Yeah, they're having fun with the rear guard, so to speak. I don't think 3 Hot Dogs is going to be able to... Oh, and Zulu lays down the mines. That's going to be pretty much it. There's no way they'll be able to get in to contest, and that's with 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining on the clock. Team Zulu manages to take point A in, well, for this match, record time. Oh, an early trance comes out. Not really sure what's going on there. I don't see any ults that were comboing off of it.
No, I think that's
possibly a mistake.
Super aggressive.
Oh, I guarantee. Oh, they'll probably switch then. And then we see Fortnite fan not able to get away, but however, Zulu then also falls. All tanks are gone now. McDonald's has stayed on the Zenyatta, so that looks like an either unfortunate typo or just something they felt like doing, and that's going to be a double kill from a Diva Bomb, and a snowball potential from Team Zulu has been stopped completely by Team Hot Dogs, who have quite the ult repertoire waiting for their very, very ult-stacked companions in form of Team Zulu.
Yeah, you know, we've got Zulu moved across to his patented Reinhardt, so let's see how he manages to do here. I going onto him just as he got slept and hooked, and he's about to get bullied in the corner. I don't see him getting out of there much longer. Grab comes in. It has got 2 or 3 in it, no, 2 in it, but they're not able to do anything because one of those is a hog and he's ulting.
It's really, really difficult for a divey composition to kill a hog. And that just goes to show you that even with a grav, a fight winner almost 100% of the time, they still weren't able to take him out. He popped his healing on, and then he unleashed his own ult, and that just means he gets all... Oh, and there goes Satagi, slamming a Sky right into the wall. It's a brawl that's continuing on the point, but this is pretty much going to have to go in favor of Team... Well, I was going to say it was going to go in favor of Team Zulu at this point, with the immense spawn advantage, but a Mercy resurrecting that Brigitte is going to be... Wow, massive shatter goes in the backline. Is Zulu going to be able to pick up any kills from it? It looks like yes. They are going to catch an Ana. Sky comes in to save them, and now Tagi is gone, but Zulu, so that's both Reinhardts. Heals are going to be favoring both teams as Brigitte now brings out the rally, giving a massive armor bonus, and here comes Team Zulu pushing the cart just a little further. They have on the Team Hot Dogs one Ana, a Diva ult, and a Roadhog coming back online again, which has just happened. Meanwhile, Team Zulu has a Grav, another Grav again. Caliburn, you're going out of control. And Sky has barriers, which will prolong this fight. And here comes that Hog ult. Is it going to catch anyone other than Avalon? But now the Grav is gone, and this fight is going to turn into quite the brawl as they keep the barriers going. Now they're looking to pick up kills. Mercy has activated Grav, gets hooked, nothing comes of it. A Brigitte falls, but now that's going to be Zulu's big massive shield gone. Brigitte gets resurrected. And that's going to be a pretty nasty situation for Team Zulu as they sound the retreat.
Yeah, and that just seemed like a never-ending brawl that, we've come to expect from a GOATS comp. I've never actually seen Mercy ran with a GOATS comp, and I don't know that I necessarily think it's a good thing. I mean, they did win out that fight, but I don't see it lasting much longer.
Right, and there it is. They've switched now to complete 100% goats, which is going to be a nasty bit of a thing to run into a Roadhog who just has so much blanking HP. Unbelievable Shatter catching 4! All the tanks, now the Grav follows up. Zulu can't build to a Shatter again because he got knocked down a little, and as he says that, of course, he gets up to 73%. That's going to be a Diva Bomb that goes out and catches no one, and Team Zulu is going to push that cart almost completely uncontested. A deer? I'm going to assume that's German and English for the deer, as they come on to the payload, pop out of their mech, and in their little teeny tiny kitty uniform get completely slaughtered. And now Team Zulu is going to go and put forward pressure on the team. Great stuns coming out. They have one on the payload in the form of Accelerate. However, that Lucio is going to be able to get onto the cart and stop that progress. Shatter comes out. I see Fortnite fan go down, but nothing else happens. They stun themselves again. Birkenwald goes also down. And that's going to be a total lack of healing now for Team Hot Dog as they fall one by one. A single Lucio and a Diva left on the point as the bomb comes out. D-Mex Didier. Mercy main, by the way, showing incredible aptitude on literally every hero except Mercy. Birkenwald comes now onto the point in that glorious little hamster to try and stall, but I think this is going to be pretty much over, folks. As soon as the hamster dies, which is taking them a surprisingly long amount of time. And now, however, there we go. And Team Zulu pushes it in, matches Team Hot Dog, and that's going to be a first map to, I hate seeing that on the screen, Team PMK.
I think that might be a reference to PMA, which is what the person who's missing from this match, Kimball, is well known for.
Well, that makes perfect sense then.
See, I'm glad this has been play of the game, because as soon as I heard the blade, started furiously hitting F10, which is the shortcut to get onto his roll. And before I'd even got to his perspective, he'd killed 3 people.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that happens when you hear that blade, you hear that nano. It's nope, here it comes. I'm loving it. Yep, and they're all dead. Oh, jeez.
Yep, such is life, eh? So, oh no, I think we might have Kimball in the chat. Kimball, are you Kim? Or Kim, are you Kimball? I should say. And I think Law from AP might be Law from AP, the head coach.
Whoa.
That's just a guess, though. I don't like to make assumptions. So is this Ra TV Ra T? Or is this Rut v Rut?
Rot v Rot.
It's the name of the game.
think I'm lost. I think I got nothing.
You see where it says Lijiang Tower and above control it says Rut
Oh,
v
Rart
Rut.
v Rart.
Or is it Ra TV Rart?
Rar TV Rart. I'm gonna go with this Rart v Rart, but why?
That's what I would love to know. Is that a word? Is there any Germanic types in the thing? It seems a little bit Germanic. I don't know though.
It's crazy. I don't.
Ari, what you're saying right in the chat? Oh, right. So thanks to Kim Lang. She's just said rot means retard.
And just when I thought we couldn't figure out the truth, it's exactly as disappointing as I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's everything we thought it would be. I should have known. So, we're going straight back into it. Sweet.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
Alrighty then, we go from a hybrid King's Row onto our control point map, which is going to be Lijiang Tower. Lijiang Tower. Haven't been here in a while, honestly.
No, I've been finding it coming up less in my comp games. It's been weird.
Oh, so you too. That actually makes me feel a lot better. Did play King's Row, got thrashed, but, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, now I've been sort of pushed into more of a main tank role this season rather than the off tank that I played last season. And I've dropped out of diamonds and I'm heartbroken by it, so I'm going to have to grind my way back up. Apparently my main tank game isn't as good as my off tank game, but I'm not allowed to play off tank.
It's probably fortunate then that we're on different servers, as I actually too have been placed into the main tank role more often than not, and I actually did manage to grind my way into Diamond for the first time since the game released.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, thank you. It's very, very interesting. I wonder how long it'll take me to lose those 5 games in a row. But in any event, I'm definitely looking forward to see what both teams do with this map. Since the most recent Ashe meta, I haven't really seen a lot of play on it. And yeah, 3 hot dogs are coming out with a very standard. Nope, it's not standard at all. It's just angry. It's goats with a Winston, and then Caliburn's coming out with that Ashe onto a Zarya Winston. Wow, haven't seen that dive combo in a long time. And there it is! Boom! McDonald's finds Bjerkrevald Zarya, takes them off the map, says, "How do you do, ladies?" And there, wham. And it looks like that's going to be a full retreat for the hot dogs, who, as McDonald's boops a Winston off the map, who was caught with his boost jump on cooldown. Unfortunate. It's like being a diva without your rockers. Or a diva without her mech, who gets immediately ripped apart on the point. And that's going to be Team Zulu taking it. And Fortnite fan jumps onto the map and gets booped off. They are probably... Oh, they get taken out!
What,
McDonald's is on fire! 3 or 4 boop kills. I've lost count. I think that's the highest compliment I can give.
There's only been 2 people not killed by McDonald's so far.
Of all of the characters I hate playing against, it's definitely Luciana. Bob comes out already, set up in perfect position to just eat everyone on Team Hot Dogs. McDonald's, what are you doing? Stop it!
Oh, but he's got himself caught underneath, and then he fell off the map.
So that's a trade for 2 for 2, but I feel like if you're McDonald's, you're the happier one, and if you're on Team Hot Dog, you've got to be raging. Gotta be.
Speaking of raging.
Team Zulu. Speaking of raging. Zulu feeding about 500 health into the enemy team as he then retreats safely behind his own bubble. And that's going to be Team Hot Dogs. No! He got his barriers!
He was in the middle of his ult!
I don't even know what's going on anymore, except I do, and it hurts.
And then Accelerator got booped off when he got nano boosted and he was about to try and pop his ult.
This is clearly evidence of the fact that both Lucios are probably the stars of the show. Maybe the Winstons are doing a lot of work that I'm not just seeing a lot. A Diva Bomb comes out, it's gonna catch Sky. This is gonna be Team Hot Dog's big chance to retake the point, despite the fact that an angry Zulu is now once again raging on the point with an up and up. There it is, and they do manage to flip it. Zulu's gonna take that opportunity to fly out, despite Primal Rage still not being completed. Oh, McDonald's. I don't even know anymore, man.
Yeah, so that's always been my experience with watching McDonald's play. He is just ridiculous. But here we go. Blade now comes out. Accelerator's finally able to use it. Although he does not have that nano boost that he wanted.
McDonald's falls early and his blade is eliminated. They do manage to catch Mercy Main's Winston in that grab, but now a rally's going to come out, and it's going to be really difficult for Team Zulu to overcome this HP and man differential. They're staying in the fight, possibly to build out some ult charge to some more grabs and some more primals, which it looks like they're doing a dandy job of. Burger King going to fall within this next moment, and that's going to be a retreat for Team Zulu.
Oh, and Sky even getting booped off the edge as well. We are seeing so many environmental kills this game. This is getting ridiculous now.
Alright, Team Zulu has switched now to a more traditional dive, now featuring Ashe, but again with the Mercy. Not really sure
I imagine
how I
that's
feel
the
about
damage
that
boost
Uh-oh.
We have
a pause.
Yeah. So
Zulu has got a 1 minute pause.
okay, I don't know if maybe Accelerator is Kimball, because we now have a Liliana in the chat, and she said let Kimball play Genji. So we did just see a Genji. That could well be them. And you are right, Law. I will be very disappointed if we do not see a Torb.
Yeah, Toblerone is just really, really, really good right now. I hate fighting him. I hate going up against him. That turret, just seeing that little laser sight on your chest, it's actually identical to seeing a sniper's laser sight on your chest, but yeah, the turret starts firing immediately.
Yep. So,
And it looks like the pause has occurred in the middle of quite the brawl on that bridge. Excuse my chatty yawn. And I'm curious to see which of the Lucios are going to be diving in there for an environmental.
you know, it looks like McDonald's either is about to fall off or he's in the middle of a jump, from my perspective. No, he was fine. He was just jumping.
Yep, there it is. Both teams have come back in. It's now the Winston... Oh, and wow, a sneaky Bob comes in right into the middle. Barriers go down for everyone. That's going to reduce Bob's effectiveness, and he is going to get booped right the heck off by the Mercy main, who also catches Ana in his swipes, which is a really good use of the Primal Rage there. Ooh, excuse me again. Tagi on the Diva now, not the main tank role, is going to catch Zulu. That's going to be Team Zulu's, again, really sound defeat as they fail to make it over the bridge. And a petty Diva bomb goes over the edge. Doesn't catch anyone, but I guess it's just to send a message. Don't bother coming back in because we're going to keep the point. And now Team Zulu's going to be in stall mode as they send everyone straight to the point. And now it's going to be an all-out brawl in Li Jiang's center. Massive bomb goes in, catches no one. And now Moira Coalescence comes out, and rally then again from Team Hot Dog, and just everyone's going in every which direction. It's going to be the picks. Whoever gets the picks first is going to be who wins here. But Bob now getting battered around once again by the Lucios. He's going to pick up Avalon now, Caliburn rather, getting 2 healers. Diva does get demeched in the form of the Burger King, but now it's really difficult to see who's going to pick this up as it's overtime, and that's going to be a bad spawn for Zulu. They need to pick up more picks here. And there they come. That's going to be Diva, demeched, and annihilated, plus Fortnite fans Lucio. It's just a Mercy main on the point. And they almost C9'd it, which would have been really tragic to watch, as they have pretty much soundly won this fight.
Yeah, luckily Avalon was around the back, but still. Sky, don't leave that point, don't leave that point. Oh!
That was very close. So now we're in one fight territory. Team Zulu's going to catch enough of that percentage such that for either side, the next fight is going to win the match. Or not the match, I'm sorry, round 1.
And no one currently has any ults, but we are getting fairly close to them. You know, Avalon now has Bob up, and it looks like he's going to throw it out in this next few seconds because he has it now. There we go, he's out.
There it is. Big ol' Bob coming out, but Accelerator falls really early. Massive source of healing. Mercy Main's gonna pay for it with their life, and then they take out the Brigitte. A Diva Bomb gets dropped on the point with the grabs and the rally. That's gonna be McDonald's falling. Major source of healing going down once again. Another Diva Bomb gets tossed up onto the point. No one's gonna die as a result. Does that catch the Diva? It did not, but Avalon's now gonna pick up Fortnite Fan and Lucio. The point is definitely favoring Team Zulu as they pick apart the remaining members of Team Hot Dog. We have Mercy Main, by the way, coming back in with the Winston, gets immediately destroyed. Diva gets ripped apart. Overtime favors Zulu. And that's going to be Team PM taking the first map.
Yep. Great work coming out from them then. You know, just the tenacity that they showed in that final, not the final, the previous big attack, where they flip the point over. Avalon coming up big with a lot of damage coming out, a lot of kills. And Sky obviously wasn't having such a good time on Anna, so switching over to the Brigitte has done him well. So you can just start swinging that hammer, making the most out of a shield and a bash.
Yeah, that was amazing. And now we go to, I think this is definitely my least favorite Li Xiang map of the three of them, if not. But Gardens is going to be, it's going to be interesting. We're going to see now, not divey, but standard comp coming out, which I think is what it's being taken to being called. Except Team Hot Dog is going to bring out a 4-tank 2 support. And Mercy Main, by the way, is going to invoke some of McDonald's Lucio there, eliminating 2 with that massive hook little roll around there. Who knew a hamster and a ball could be so destructive?
Yeah, you know, they can't be happy with that, because that just instantly lost them the fight. You know, there was no way they were going to win it.
He's already got his ultimate. That was unbelievable. They managed to take out Fortnite fan on the Reinhardt, but the mines forced them to take a completely different center approach, and that's going to give Fortnite a bit more of a chance to come back online. However, now Caliburn wreaking havoc with that Reaper, so difficult for a 4-tank squad to eliminate, and he is just going to, with the help of Sky, obliterate the entire team. Fortnite fan comes onto the point just in time to get killed. Didier is now going to be the last man standing, and Team Zulu is going to flip this without any more responses from Team Hot Dog.
Yeah, you know, this is actually a classic, I was going to call him Cannon for a second, but no, Unbind Charge strat of the Mei and the Reaper. Because all you have to do is wall off someone, then use your Reaper to absolutely annihilate them.
There it is.
We're about to see a...
Oh no! They managed to catch someone, but no kill! McDonald's manages to survive somehow. Unbelievable. And that's going to be that, again, that classic strat. The Mei walled off 2 tanks and a Lucio. They are going to pull off almost a bit of a back tap with 2/3 Caliburn's Death Blossom, ripping apart what's left of this offensive as Team Zulu overtakes them in percentage.
Yeah, and they are not stopping here. It is going to the spawn door. Zulu going really low. But that's still not stopping them. They're still not impressed. They still want more blood. They are not retreating.
Whoa! Mercy Main gets a big kill! Annihilating Zarya and Mercy in one fell kaboom. And that's going to be their entrance onto the point, which they need to do so now while they have that man advantage. Both teams having equal spawn distance, of course, on a control map. Zulu has a shield up. He pulls out the Shatter. Despite his Zarya bubble, manages to catch the Lucio and the D.Va. D.Va gets D-Mech, drops her bomb right on the point. That's bad news for Team Zulu as it clears them off. And Mercy Main, by the way, switching to a surprise Widow, annihilates McDonald's. Mei with a headshot right to the face, of course. And now, however, another Shatter comes out, killing Zulu outright. And I think Team Hot Dog, despite that Death Blossom coming out, which gets eaten entirely, but still manages to find the Lucio and the Moira. Unbelievable! D.Va's DM, not enough to finish it out. It's still a brawl as the Avalon, despite being caught in a grab, rips apart D.Va. But this is just awful. Tank after tank, death after death, and now the Reinhardts and the Zaryas are brawling on the point. But Team Hot Dog is going to take it, but unfortunately they are now in sudden death territory. If Team Zulu can pull off one fight, they are going to take this match away from them.
Yeah, and just coming up absolutely massive there. Oh, that was kind of a rookie mistake.
I didn't even hear the shot, just the kill feed.
And now we've got the most deadly of 1v1s, Widowmaker versus Mei across the map.
Yeah, it's rough times. It looks like Mei is actually going to use her wall defensively to try to escape, having to bring it down so that Burger King can come back in. That was a great situation for Hot Dogs to be in. They pulled off the infra sites, but that was a nice dry defense for them to build some more ult. Tagi's mech is going to come back. However, they are going to fall pretty quickly. And they are going to probably have bomb for the next fight. Fortnite team is going to have Shatter. Didier has Coalescence already online, ready to go with Bierkerwald's Grav not too far behind. Team Zulu doesn't seem to be making too much of a push on the point, though. I think with their massive ult advantage, they are going to come in as soon as they get a nice pick. And there it is. A Shatter goes out. It is mostly... boom! The second shatter comes out. It's not wasted. It catches many. The May ult ensures that everyone dies. However, Fortnite fan manages to pick up the Lucio with Mercy Main picking up the Avalon. They're going to get rezzed immediately. McDonald's falls to a charge, which is not surprising given how angry Fortnite fan must have been at this situation. Team Zuluu is now going to complete their dominance of the point with Mercy Main falling on the Widow, and now their point has flipped. Overtime has begun. Unless they have some kind of teleportation, they're not going to be able to make it back on the point as Zuluu shatters the Zarya, solidifying a victory.
Yeah.
Damn.
What was I going to say? Yeah, absolutely clutch. You know, they say that the early bird gets the worm, but the first shatter is not always the one that wins it. And unfortunately, I think no, it's not. This is right at the start of the fight, start of the round even. But absolutely enormous play coming out from Zuluu there. Hugely clutch. 6 environmental kills from McDonald's.
Yeah, I get my play of the game was what it was.
A quarter of his total kills. More
6
than.
kills. Now, I hate Lucio. I despise him. I despise playing against him. It's just it's a nightmare as a main tank because he just runs into your backline, and I got to keep my shield up. I have to trust that someone's going to peel for him. But before I've noticed anything's happened, he's killed Ana, and then he's booped Mercy off the map somehow, and then he's gone.
Yeah, it's just infuriating when it happens. But if you think it's bad, I was playing on console again with some old friends of mine, and I have got so very bad at using a controller to play with. It was ridiculous. Like, I have seen videos of like spastic bronzes that would have looked godlike in comparison to what I was doing. And hitting a Lucio is next to impossible on console if they're even slightly good at moving about.
Yeah.
But we do have a swap coming in as McDonald's gets subbed out for Jinsen. I think everyone else is still staying the same on I got 3 hot dogs. We have just recently popping up in the chat saying, quoting us saying, this is just awful. Yeah, probably. And Law saying, trash Ryan. He's boosted. What is he at the minute? Oh, he's got a lot career profile. I can't tell you if Zulu's boosted at the minute. I can tell you that his other account did make it to Diamond recently. Which he says it isn't a Smurf because it's higher than his actual one, and he plays the same roles.
Alrighty, here we go. Blizzard World. Interesting. Choosing another hybrid map for the scrim.
Okay, Law's
Normally
saying he is boosted. I did it myself.
Womp womp. So interesting choice. Instead of a standard assault or possibly escort, we're going to see another hybrid map come out in the form of Blizzard World, a map that I actually had a pretty good experience on recently, so I can't really complain too much.
Yeah?
I was really lucky.
I either have games where I absolutely dominate or I'm just trash tier. Like, I don't know what it is about this map, but it just seems to go one way or the other. And I've come to loathe defending first on here. Because if I defend first, it's almost guaranteed I'm going to be going right to the end and then getting full held. But if I attack first, it's all good.
And there you go. In all honesty, I think that's pretty much my similar experience. Either there is no like hard fight. I never feel good about it. Either I get steamrolled on defense, or we manage to hold them pretty well and then on attack come up from behind and win. I actually may not have ever won this map in ladder whilst attacking first. I think that might actually be my experience.
Well, there was an interesting statistic on that came out from the Overwatch League that I think it was 55% of the games where you were attacking first, defending first, you won.
That doesn't... So, I've always said that it's better to defend first. It's something that I tell my lovely wife when we watch the games together, which she really enjoys despite not being a player, is that if you're attacking first, as Team Hot Dog is going to do now with a nice little Diva Rhine comp with a Sombra and a Widow, you have to set the pace. It's up to you to determine how long this map is going to last, and if you don't finish it, then all the defender has to do is pick up where you left off and get exactly 0.01 meters further.
Yeah, there's something so, like, encouraging about having a goal. Even if it is just the full map, you know you've got to go there, but having the, okay, I know I've only got to go 3/4 of the way. I don't know.
Big ante now coming down on the tanks of Team Hot Dog. Burger King separated from their team entirely. It looks like they're trying to find the opportune moment to bubble anyone, it seems. Not a lot of charge being developed here. And it's a shame, too, because they have quite the vantage point here as a Mercy now comes to give them a little advantage. And there it is. They're going to now start raining some bombs down. Eventually, Diva's going to come up and give them what for, and looks like they have, but they get bopped off immediately. Fortnite fans going to find Jin-san's Genji, and that's going to be the pick that signals the start of the brawl on the point, as Team Hot Dog now takes this as their signal to rip them apart. However, no further picks have been coming in, and Caliburn actually finds Tagi's Reinhardt dropping a shield for just a little too long. And a nano comes out right after Sky falls in battle. They're going to get rezzed immediately, but that's going to be Burger King's opportunity to build quite the grab charge. Didier gets demeched up top there. They're going to probably get out of that one alive. And then it looks like they're trying to pick up that Ana, and that's going to be pretty much it. Poor Didier. They're going to have to find their way out of there somehow. And if they let that Diva go, that actually really isn't... Well, that's a great stagger, but if you let the Diva go, she would either have to somehow get her mech back or sacrifice her ult charge. Good stagger either way, as now Team Hot Dog's going to come up with only 4.
Yeah, you know, there is at least a place that she can kill herself, so she could have ended
Where's that
it quickly.
Sombra? Where's that Sombra? There she is. Mercy Wayne back in the back line. There it is. This is... Oh, they might be holding that... They're going to hack. They're going to try and kill someone. Now that the blade has come out, I don't think they're going to be sacrificing that EMP. So I think that's going to be their play. Ooh, but that's going to be Jin-san falling. And I think Mercy Main is going to be coming back in now to drop that EMP. Yep, here they come. They're thinking about it. They're going to run up the stairs, and... There it is. There's the EMP. A big bomb comes in at the exact opportune moment. That's that kind of teamwork that you're kind of... We're attributing to Team Zulu's victories in the first 2 matches. But that is such a clean victory, you can't even say anything else about it other than well done.
Yeah, you know, that... McCree paying dividends with the switch there, and Mercy Main being really patient, waiting out that blade and letting them get set up and just popping it at just the right moment. And
that's professional discipline for sure, because you could have thought they were in position, they had it, but then the blade came out. You can almost imagine them with their finger on the cue, pulling it back just at the nick of time.
Yeah, and I would have... Ooh, nice. So they're not doing anything about the fact that Avalon is on top of the tank there, and he is just raining death from above. He's taken out 2 in the back, and now he's just picking them off in that grab and casually shooting the tanks.
They say Ana's not a sniper, but she does about 190 damage on a headshot on her own from scoped, and that's just frankly disgusting.
When you
in
say
any sort
Ana,
of team,
do you mean...
Sorry, I meant Ashe, and I am also probably functionally outright. But anyways, so Ashe does just such an ungodly quantity of damage. And they also have that Mercy to back her up. A boosted Ashe is a frickin' nightmare if you are a squishy like Fortnite fan who is playing that McCree.
Yeah, and Zuluu just got scared off from the flanking shatter that he was going for there. Massive come out. Fortnite fan with a cheeky flash above the top, and then everyone just eliminated Zuluu.
Fortnite fan also has the Deadeye already, which is really kind of impressive, using it to completely negate Bob, which is really interesting. I actually never really thought about Deadeye being used specifically to counter that Ashe ultimate. But given how difficult it is to get kills with Deadeye these days, that's not a bad use for it at all. And that's going to be Team Zulu on the retreat as Team Hot Dog is... Oh, and then there it is! Zulu shatters the back line, catches the Mercy. A blade's going to come in. I'm going to go with this push is over from Team Hot Dog, as they are now in full retreat and everyone else is left dead on the field.
Yeah, so Jin-san there showing he isn't just a budget Kimball. Despite what Law says, he is doing a decent job here. And he's building these blades up pretty quick. He's already 20% to his next one. And that grab was super questionable. Aki, what was that about?
I can only assume he said he did that to be cheeky. That's the only thing that I can think of, because that grab is just such a glorious ult to have in the back pocket, and it hasn't exactly been the easiest for Burger King to charge in this situation. That had to have been just angry.
But here we go, Mercy main.
The combination, boom, and a Mercy. Zarya and Reinhardt get utterly slaughtered. A Bob's going to come out. He's going to get hacked, which is the ultimate penalty for having a Bob against a Sombra. Wow. Team Hot Dog, again, another perfectly clean victory.
Now Jinsan is hacked
going to get...
and killed by the Mercy.
You could call it a Mercy killing.
Oh.
Zulu's charging onto the point. He gets antied. He's gonna fall. A Fortnite fan drops his Deadeye. Picks up 2. Awesome. Really excellent ult usage when you have no tanks on the field. And they're going to go and they've picked up point 2, and they are now heading straight into the last stretch. Also gonna find that Mercy. Poor Jinsan again, also trying to get out of there without getting staggered.
And
I think
I'm so glad I caught that, because Fortnite fan managed to get himself into spawn, get himself invincible, and then waved hello and started teabagging to Jinsan as he stood helpless behind outside.
And the pokey pokes have now come in again. I love that combination. Flashbang goes over the top. The hack goes in on the shield, and then the shatter goes in and gets almost everyone. Jinsan's got a nice blade going in the background. They are going to pick up the McCree and the Ana, but that was a really decent trade. Is that going to be enough to stop Team Hot Dog's push? I think not. Jinsan falls, and it looks like it's now going to be a solid 4v4. Now 5, of course, but the Zarya is going to go down. Big kill for Mercy Main to pick that up and then build to that EMP once again with that Diva Bomb. There it is. Are they going to pull it off? They do! Another amazing kill. Zulu falls, hacked, not able to bring anything to bear. Sky goes down again. This is the kind of Sombra teamwork play that you really love to see on these matches. With now Accelerator going to be falling. Fortnite fan bringing out that Deadeye once again, picking it out, and wow, unbelievable. Really solid play from Team Hot Dog. And Caliburn has rage quit in response.
Yeah, that's a distinct possibility. But
wow.
Yeah, this is what happens when you take out a Lucio of McDonald's caliber. And, no Kimball. Actually, no, Kimball was Accelerator, so no, yeah, she's still in the game. But, yeah, just that Sombra Diva combo was executed to perfection. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And yes, the 3rd time they did only get Zulu, but Zulu had ult. He was trying to line himself up for his shatter, and there was absolutely nothing he could do after that. He just had to stand there and say, Diva, bathe me in your warmth.
And Bathe Diva did, dropping 3 bombs in total throughout the match, with 3 EMPs to match, catching, I think, just about 7 kills total. There's something disgusting about the way Sombra operates. In the similar fashion to a Grav Dragon, an EMP with another ult comboing with it, in this case the Diva Bomb, is just almost a guaranteed death. You're bereft of your abilities. There's nothing you can do. If you're fortunate enough, you can manage to hide. But the trick here with the timing is they've been holding the EMP until the very last minute. So the team thinks, aha, we shall simply hide behind Zulu's shield and everything will be, and it's gone.
Yep. Yeah, we're safe. Don't worry, guys. Oh, no. Which, to be fair, they did start to adapt to. They stopped trying to get behind Zulu's shield, because after the second time, they were like, well, we clearly know what's about to happen. But there was...
Indeed. But that's just it. If you can use those 2 ults to take out the Zulu shield, the Rhine shield rather, that's That's almost good enough. And it looks like they're going to be running the exact same strategy on defense now. Mercy Main throwing deep into the line. Fortnite fans sticking with that McCree that works so well for them. And it's going to be a very standard comp coming. It doubles. Wow! Double snipers coming out from Team Zulu, but Mercy Main finds Widowmaker in the backline and rips them apart before they have a chance to say anything. Anti-nade goes out on the tanks. That's going to take out Burger King. Zulu falls pretty shortly after. And this push is done. And it's been 30 seconds.
And so we didn't have Caliburn come back in. We've had McDonald's come back in. So there is a bullet back on the field. Let's see how he does.
And now they're going to be switching off onto a McCree now. That's going to be interesting. I think what they're going to be attempting to do is keep that Sombra from causing any more damage than they already have. Halfway to ult, but now a McCree might be able to catch them before it's too late.
Yeah, and however, they have spotted, because McDonald's has switched across to the D.Va now, so we can spam around them, because one of the things that D.Va can do is she's got unlimited ammo. She can just spray, and he has been spraying, allowing him to locate that hidden Sombra, so they can try and eliminate them as fast as possible. Jinsan almost has dragons up, though, so they have to be careful here. Here it comes out. Get Ian!
Oh! They saw it coming and they were in just the right position. Despite getting the nade, the Healy nade, Jinsan is going to fall. Zulu with him. They'll go to heaven together, back to spawn together, it seems. Caliburn has left the game once again. It looks like they might be having connection issues. But it looks like Team Zulu is also having offense issues.
Yep, definitely the case. Luckily for them, Caliburn isn't in the game at the moment. So, like, he isn't playing in the game, so it's all good. But Jinsan has now switched onto the Sombra, and he is around the back of the team. So let's see what he can do. Fortnite fan is being careful of him, because he saw him going past. I think he touched someone. Shatter comes out, does get 3!
Shatter comes in. Nice catch, but that's going to be the EMP. Zulu goes charging back in. The Deadeye is going to catch the hacked with their pants down, their bubbles gone, and unable to get any picks now. Team Zulu is going to fall. Fortnite fan really doing a lot of work. Not necessarily a 3K, but definitely 3 kills. As Jinsan has built up to 60% almost of their EMP, but here, Team Hotdog only committed 3 ults to that fight, whereas Team Zulu is going to have about 4 coming online, all at the same time, but probably all at the end of the fight.
Yes, this is going to be a hard push for them. Jinsan there just teasing the point, getting them to reevaluate their situation. But they've got to be careful. Both teams have a Sombra in their back line. But now one of them has run away, and he's gone to hide back down in the bottom there. Let's see what goes on here, because now we do not have a Sombra in the back line. We do have a sleeping D.Va.
And there it is, Fortnite fan falls. That's
Nano
going to be huge.
boosted Rhines.
Reinhardt said the nano boosters. It's a nano Rhine duel, and the shatter comes out from Togi first. They don't manage to find any of the shatter. No, that's it. Ana and Sombra do fall. Zulu's going to pick up Mercy Main Sombra, but that's only after so many have died. Tagi is going to now die. D.Va's going to pick up Zulu in the backline. Great kills. Anti-nades on both of them. McDonald's is going to get D-Max. They are going to pull out the bomb. There's nowhere to hide. They have to retreat off the point. And now Team Hot Dogs is bringing everyone back on point that again, Mercy is going to go down really quickly. Fortnite fan stun doesn't find anyone. They do pick off the Zarya. Now it's just McDonald's and Sky. That's not looking good for Team Zulu, but they managed to D-Mac Didier.
And it was
unbelievable.
a great
no
hack
bomb to
from
get them back
Jinsan
in.
there, because he couldn't use his self-destruct to try and stall longer.
Perfect. McDonald's is going to get D-Mec'd here now, and Zulu is going to arrive on the point, possibly a little too early to stall. That's the kind of situation where you definitely want to group up and get ready. With now only 3 seconds left, this is going to result in a clean win, with no one able to get on the point in time to stop Team Hotdog from taking Blizzard World rather handily.
And Jinsan thought he'd be able to touch. He was going to let Accelerator go on first, and then he was going to, because he could have touched the point. He just didn't. Oh, so let's see one of these bombs from D-Diz.
I think it's going to be the 3K. I think this is the one where they got 2 healers and a Zulu. Yeah, interesting angle too. No, it was the double tank in the Mercy. Perfect. Catching the Mercy is great when you take out a tank. That's a res that can't go on to a quite sizable bank of health.
But, you know, it's only going to get a 4 out of 10 because he didn't emote or spray. So, you know, poor effort. Poor effort.
I mean, honestly, the minute they sent the bomb over, knowing that the Sombra was there, they should have started emoting as Gremlin D.Va, which is a massively long emote, but worth it. So worth it if it makes it into the play of the game.
Yeah, you know, just as you're falling, pop out that little emote. You know, you can give it the little love heart. Just even a hiya. something. Just you got to style it out, and I'm disappointed in the lack of style. Oh well.
Well, I'm sure Team Hot Dog was just happy to pick up the win. Since this is a grudge match, it's difficult to say whether anyone actually cares about the final score. I'm sure the bragging rights right now are definitely in the Hot Dogs arena with how just cleanly, clinically they took that map from Team Zulu.
Yeah, full holding them like that was brutal. But are we on, is it 2-1 at the minute now?
It's technically 2 maps to 1 map, and there Zulu is claiming that a 2 CP assault map is next.
Okay. Chat, what are you all thinking? We're not getting much other than Bullet saying this game is a mess at some point. We haven't had any word from you all. What do you mean? What do I mean? Just, yeah. This is Pro Overwatch. This is Pro Overwatch. This is being played at such a high caliber.
Yeah.
We now have a Turtle Slayer in, and Caliburn is back. He's now onto his main account, which is obviously, I don't know if people are aware, but when you play on your main account, it actually gives you plus 3% damage. So hopefully that will help them tip it over the edge. Stefan Steinhardt is playing, are you? What name are you under, Stefan? Tolo, let's go Hot Dogs. Nah, screw the Hot Dogs. We want the PMA to win.
Zulu has asked for mashed potatoes, apparently. I don't know if they're going to get any, but we can pray. As an American, I know exactly what I can do in this situation. I'll send my thoughts and prayers to Zulu, who wants more mashed potatoes. However, I will absolutely not do anything to rectify the situation.
Yeah, well, as thoughts and prayers do in any situation.
And we're going to see Team Zulu defending Hanamura first. This is definitely my preference, as you can do some really cheeky things still on Hanamura's defense. I think Hanamura being a map that is more forgiving of the cheese defense, especially with, I'm surprised to see that someone hasn't locked in the Mei. Hanamura being a particularly excellent map for a Mei, as there are only 2 entrances onto the past the first choke, being the main doors and that teeny tiny hole that most Pharahs try to sidle up on into before getting sniped.
And Boking has decided that he's fed up of playing tank and he's moving across the DPS, despite being a support main. He just wants to flex his flex. Zulu, let's see if he can get anything here, because he's having a cheeky little sneak. Yep.
I think Team Hot Dog has found their mojo. Jinsan now going to duck into the backline, however, and Team Zulu is going to make sure that this push amounts to just about nothing, as D.Va gets almost instantaneously demeched and obliterated. Mercy Main, by the way, is still going to be hiding in that backline somewhere. I've lost sight of them. But yeah, that's not going to be looking. Nope, they have retreated as well. That's going to be a very excellent defense from Team Zulu.
Yeah, great first hold. They put out a lot of damage there, and the only people that have got anything like ult charge on Team Hot Dogs is Turtle Slayer from the healing.
Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Jinsan playing very aggressively on the Hammond gets taken out with such a major spawn disadvantage. That's going to be Team Hot Dog's big signal to go forward, and there they do. They take out the second tank, and Jinsan has switched to a D.Va to try and get back to the point in time. If Fortnite fan is trying to hold, he does take out the Mercy. Bob is going to come onto the point. He's going to get hacked, of course, immediately, and that's going to mean that he's going to have all that time left to not do anything. He does fall, courtesy of Ana and Birkevald. And now it's a Sky, also now getting hacked, providing nothing to his team now. Burger King now on the Genji with a Nano Reinhardt to contend with. They're going to get forced off the point. A Starge is going to come in, but it's not really going to do a lot. Stebby Magic showing that they're not the only, they are the second Zarya on the team, but Zulu gets off a massive shatter! In his Fire Strike kills a Sombra, D-Max a D.Va. He also picks up the new Reinhardt player. And then, of course, they do take out the Mercy despite all of those kills and a seemingly excellent advantage from Team Hot Dog. That's only going to be a tick and a bit.
Yeah, and that is not going to be enough to win this. They might have full held them on the previous map, but that is by no means a guarantee they're going to do it on this. The PM gays are coming out angry, I think, here. They're wanting to make up for that disappointing last map, and they are showing it in some seriously aggressive play here. I
can't blame them at all.
Yeah. And Jinsan, I think, realizing that... Whoop, blade going off in the back. I'll ignore what I'm saying. Oh, but he's slept and
Stunned!
annihilated.
Oh, and that's it. There it is! There's the bomb! Unbelievable! I freaking love it! A Mercy goes down, Zuluu falls, Caliburn picks up the grudge kill on the Sombra, but it's gonna get not res. No, it is gonna get res. Bam! The same combo! Yes, Zuluu, it is the same combo. Once again, the second tick gets picked up. Bob's gonna get dropped onto the point once again. I guarantee it's gonna get hacked or stunned immediately. And a big boop! A big boop comes out from Caliburn, knocking Steady Magic off the point. They have a massive point presence right now, though. Bob's not doing a lot. He gets hacked and then runs away. And that's gonna be it. Team Hot Dog takes the point, despite a really tenacious defense that just couldn't quite cut it from Team Zuluu.
Yeah, you know, Burger King there getting killed so early in that ultimate, and then just given the perfect positioning for that Diva Bomb. Absolutely huge. And I worry that it's going to be all they have, although no, it's not going to be all they have, because Mercy Main has switched off and gone across to the Genji now. So probably realizing that this point is so much bigger, and with so many more angles, places to hide, that that strat is not going to work anymore.
Which is good. That's an excellent move to make. I have a feeling they're going to probably try to use some more alts on this Feist, despite having Nano up. And Mercy Main building grab very quickly. No, but that's going to be it. Accelerator falls. A Diva Bomb gets tossed uselessly down the corridor. That's going to catch no one. And here, 3 Hot Dogs once again has their signal to go in. A nanoed Steady Magic gets charged by Zuluu. However, they are going to pay for their crimes with their life. Caliburn finds Mercy Main with a stick of dynamite. That's going to rip in pieces as Caliburn then once again murders a Rezzing Mercy, which to be fair, that was a pretty gutsy res. A bomb does come out, but Caliburn's Bob and Caliburn themselves are popping off. Unbelievable kills coming onto the point. And a tick is going to be had, but Team Zuluu is going to stop that push in its tracks.
That was so greedy from Turtle Slayer there. I don't know what they were thinking. They tried to grab Rez directly in front of an Ashe. And yeah, he can probably attribute some blame to Stebby Magic, but because Stebby Magic just didn't put his shield in front. But still, come on, man.
It was ballsy. Very ballsy.
The line between brave and stupid is very thin.
And now we have Burger King trying to pick up some more of that tasty ult charge by throwing some shurikens into the flank. Zuluu doing my favorite strategy whatsoever, baiting them in and then charging off of the bridge that goes across the center. And now that's going to be Burger King ending this push before it really even began, with Zulu's opening pick, picking up once again now another Reinhardt kill from Stebby Magic. It looks like Stebby Magic might be a little outclassed here in the Reinhardt department. They've been holding on to that shatter now for quite some time, and Team Hot Dog seems content to build up as many ults as they possibly can. Fortnite fans going to pick up Burger King, but that's not really going to make much of a difference, as that spawn's going to come back way before the Diva is.
Yeah, and I'll take that trade all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Sky is very happy because he is constantly spamming his "Woo! Woo! Jackpot!" voice line, and it's all I can hear. Yeah, exactly like that, Sky. Ooh, Burger King just managed to escape with his life.
Ooh, bad touch. The McCree Deadeye has been completely stuffed. Like Michael Jordan packing someone as they go for a throw. That's going to be another push from the Hot Dogs that is not going to end in anything other than spent ults, tears, and a lot of ult charge for Team Zuluu, which are now coming back online with quite the repertoire. Burger King almost built to a blade again. Mercy Main, again, being a little outclassed by their Genji counterpart. Stebby Magic's got to drop that shatter at some point. They got to.
He's got to, or he's just got to switch, because this isn't working for them. Something has got to change. Fortnite fan is on the McCree. He's been on the McCree for some time, actually. What am I on about? It's just
so now they're still able to pick up the tick. Unbelievable! No one stopped them. Team Hot Dog just gets a pick like it's not a tick, like it's nothing. There it is, the big shatter. They find Zuluu. They kill everyone involved. If the Zuluu falls, the Lucio manages to get away, but Accelerator is going to die as a result. Fortnite fan dueling Burger King on the point. They're gonna die. And despite having picked up the tick, that's gonna be an end of that push. But that could have been exactly what they needed. If they can pull that off again, that's going to be a full map completion.
Yep. You know, if you only take one tick at a time, you'll still win if you do it 3 times.
Hanamura does lend itself to that kind of strategy too. Build up ults, take a tick, get killed. Build up ults, take a tick, get killed. Burger King going deep into enemy lines now with an anti, however. I think Mercy May might not let them get away with it, and it's true. That's now 2 picks now for, and yep, there they go. Big speed boost coming in as Team Hot Dogs go straight to the point. Big Blade going in, Nano Blades! It's not even getting up Caliber! The sound beats come out, and Bob is slept on the point. Massive Shatter Grab comes in. Deadeye's gonna pick up a Mercy. Zuluu finds the Ana, Burger King doing some more work, and the Reinhardt falls. It's only Zuluu left on the point in terms of big shields. And now Fortnite Fan is going to find Burger King, but is that enough for them to go? It looks like they're saving for one last touch. They're going for Big Stall. Big Stall is now Didier is going to have to go on down onto the point. Fortnite Fan is going to die. They have no ultimate to stay, so now they're all going to die horribly. And it's going to be up to someone to get back on the point. It's going to be Mercy Man and Birkevald with the Genji and the Hammond. I don't know what they're going to be able to do. They're falling left and right, and no picks are coming in for Team Hot Dog, and I think that's going to be a perfect defense for this push, however, for Team Zulu, despite giving up 2 ticks and a bit.
Yeah, you know, Burger King showing that despite being an anime, he can still pull out the blade. You know, while we were out chasing girls, he stayed at home and he studied the blade. And it went well for him there.
Definitely. Now, that was for Hanamura. That's not an insignificant push from the Hot Dogs.
Yeah, Hanamura is in no way guaranteed. Even getting a couple ticks on the second point doesn't always happen. So this is still very much winnable by Hot Dogs. So, you know, this could still happen for them. They could still draw up this series and send us to a Game 5.
And now we're looking at a very interesting comp coming out from the Hot Dogs. A Mercy and a Moira, not a combo you see that often these days. The Rein Zarya standard, and then a Genji with a Soldier 76. I love seeing Soldier for his consistent damage output, but I'm wondering how that's going to face up against the comp that might be coming out from Team Zulu, which is looking like it's going to be an Ashe with a Junkrat. Now, given how Junkrat Widowmaker was so much fun to see in the league, I see Ashe Junkrat being a little more deadly. What with that dynamite flying in to join Junkrat's bombs, and no Diva on the side of Team Hot Dog to counter that.
Yeah, and I think we've seen in every game here that, you know, Caliburn is very proficient with this Ashe. And when he's getting damage boosted, it just makes him so very deadly. So, I don't know that I think that Soldier is going to be doing enough. The consistent damage isn't going to outdo the burst damage that Caliburn is going to be pumping out.
And there it is, Team Zulu taking a very aggressive stance, ripping apart Turtle Slayer before they even have a chance to say but my shield. And now they're going to take a point presence immediately. Stebby Magic's Moira is going to fall next. With only Mercy left to provide heals, that's not going to be enough to keep them alive. Fortnite dies almost immediately. They do manage to bring the Moira back, but Mercy means Genji falls, and now that's going to be the last tank. With Rez spent, every death now is permanent, and Didier falls pretty much quickly after. And the Moira also is going to go down. What a ridiculously raging offense coming out from Team Zulu. Anger is definitely not what you want them to be feeling when they are angry.
Yeah, you wouldn't like them when they're angry, because that just came out so strong, so hard, so fast.
They go, they're on the point already. Unbelievable. No ults to speak of. None of them. Not any team has any ults right now. How quick that first point went. Didier now caught in the open. They are going to die. Caliburn's not going to let that one go. And that's a big point presence established. Burger King's going to fall. That's pretty big. Wow! A charge comes in, picks up Accelerator. Caliburn's now going to take them out as a result. But Mercy Main does build Blade really quickly in that fight. And Team Hot Dog stops them from getting a tick. That's huge. What an incredible defense that manages to come out and build up some... Ooh. Well, I was going to say build up some ults, but Team Zulu is holding all the cards right now.
Yeah, they managed to hold on to everything but the Valkyrie that they had as they went into that fight. And so they are coming up to almost 5 ults. They are walking into just a shatter. They might get a tire off depending which way they go. They might get the their Mercy ultimate again.
And the ineffable Bob. Alright, so let's see what happens. A Grav Junkrat is a definite victory, and it looks like this is going to be a purely dry push as Zulu falls pretty quickly. Caliburn's going to pick up Didier, but otherwise Team Zulu is not going to be having the man advantage for much longer, despite Caliburn's excellent picks now on Fortnite Fan, keeping them from getting any additional art charge, but that might be enough for them to have bomb for this next fight. But again, Grav Junkrat Tire is a fight winner, and right now there's nothing coming out from Team Hot Dogs that could possibly counter that.
Yeah, the big benefit to Team Hot Dogs there was that by winning that last fight, they have managed to build up some of their own ultimates.
And we're reminded once again that Bob can capture the point, a fact that Team Hot Dog has forgotten, as Bob picks up a tick all on his own. Junkrat can't do anything. He's just unbelievably doing it. They're not going to combo Junkrat Tire with anything. Instead, they're going to give Zarya 40 charge for free. Caliburn is going to find Mercy Main before anything happens, and that's going to be a countering tire coming out from Fortnite Fan. Finding, looking for the Mercy, gonna get it, and that's a big shatter coming out now from Zulu. They're gonna pick up the Moira, but can this fight still be won? I don't think so. A lot of ults now coming out, possibly a little late in the game. The progress, however, is set, as Bob might have the gold medal now for time on the point.
It's entirely possible. And, I was really disappointed in that blade at the end. It was a complete waste. But Mercy Main has switched across to the Widow, so maybe it was part of his plan. He just wanted to throw it up to get some value out of it and then move on. Now, Jinsan has to use this grab this fight. There's 3 fights he's going to hold on to it now. And Sky stood perfectly still while in the sidelines of the Widow.
Big pick, don't feed. Unbelievable, but they haven't managed to find Caliburn counter snipes the Mercy Main. Really excellent play. We see the resurrection now coming from Sky, so that's going to be a 6v5 temporarily on Hanamura. Great spawn advantage from the defenders. Fortnite Fan is going to pick up Spy once again. Stay dead, damn you. Big grab now coming out on point. No one really there to pick up on it. A counter grab comes out. Every ult on the planet is coming out. Caliburn has somehow built up 2 ult again, but I think... I don't even know what's happening anymore. I think that's going to be it for Team Zulu's push.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bob didn't go on to the point. He just went up onto that balcony above it. And now they've completely drained out their ultimate bank. I think Jinsan needs to maybe switch off of the Zarya and get onto a D.Va or something so he can put some pressure up onto Mercy Main and try and deny some of the damage coming out from Fortnite Fan. Because he's just going to be spamming down these corridors and not letting them move in unmolested and undamaged.
It's a lot of ults, and wow, that's going to be a push ender right there. Despite Zulu picking up the charge there, I think that push has ended for Team Zulu. Of course, as soon as I say that, they do a perfect 2-for-2 trade, but I don't think Team Zulu is good. Nope, there they go. Team PMG is going to go straight for the point with tossing the dynamite up there on the line. Here, can they pick up the tick before Team Hot Dog gets back in? I'm going to go with a negatory. Zulu is going to pull out a shatter, though. They don't manage to pick up the Moira, which would have been huge. Fortnite Fan's trap manages to catch a Sky, and then they are going to take out Zulu. So yes, ult well spent, keeping everyone on the point alive. Team Hot Dog prevents Team Zulu from picking up another tick, and the ult advantage still squarely in their arena, though Team Zulu is now going to come up on a barriers and possibly another Bob, given Caliburn's performance.
Yeah. Jinsan switched to Sombra briefly, deciding that he wanted to try that, but then he's gone back to Zarya, losing all the ult charge that he had. That's a bit of a shame, because I think he was at like 50-60%.
They were on the way for sure. That's a definite. But now we're looking at a modified. I don't even know what to call these things anymore. We're just going to call it a adjusted standard with 1 DPS, 3 supports, and 2 tanks.
Yeah.
Not saying Caliburn's not up to the task, but that's a lot for 1 DPS to shoulder, especially when you are running into a Reinhardt shield, who is also about to pick up another shatter. And a bomb now comes in. We're going to wait for it to see what happens. Boom! And that's a double kill. Sky's, Lucio, and Zulu's Reinhardt fall. Because Fortnite Fan has only been shooting bombs down that corridor, building ult charge willy-nilly.
That's the problem with having so much healing from these big tanks, is it provides the DPS with so much ult charge. So
Mercy Man has jumped back onto the McCree, makes short work of Caliburn, but Caliburn has built back up to Bob. That's going to be barriers, Bob, and possibly a nano, depending on how much healing Accelerator manages to get in before the next fight. they are going to be running into a Rhine Shatter, probably a Deadeye based on how quickly that charge is climbing. But then 3 more also, and Bob once again charges onto the point. They're not going to let that happen again, though, Team Hot Dogs. Massive Shatter then comes in again. It's not going to have anything happen as no one's there to capitalize. Turtle Slayer falls almost immediately. Bob's still on the point. He doesn't manage to pick up the tick. Team Hot Dog is going to come back, and now Big Deadeye comes out and manages to pick up side the Caliber and kills him before any other damage can be done. Massive Anti-Nade comes out on the Moira. They are going to somehow get out alive. I have no idea how that works out. But Burger King's going to pick up Fortnite Fan. A grab's going to come out. Counter Shatter. That's what you want to do. You keep the grab from having any effect. Free charge for Rickervald, but they are going to now die. This is Zulu's Team PM Gay's game, but here comes the tire. This could be the deciding factor. If that tire manages to get any kills, that is going to end this match completely. Wow, Jinsen manages to live, gets far enough away from the tire. Spawn advantage is so strong from Team Hot Dogs that they pulled it into overtime. Turtle Slayer coming out on the Roadhog. That's going to be a lot of damage to get through with a Mercy main, by the way. Hammond on the point. They do manage to pick up, but then Turtle Slayer falls. Zulu doing a lot of work on the point. Building up to another Shatter! Zarya's going to be the first one to go down. Fortnite Fan also falls. A grab now comes out from Team Zulu. They're going to pull everyone that they can onto the point, killing them, and tick, and boom! And Team Zulu manages to take Hanamura from Team Hot Dogs in the last overtime minute.
Yeah, just the sheer amount of pressure there. You know, we questioned the Brigitte pick, but what it allowed them to do was have so much more sustain so that Zulu could keep on grinding and grinding and grinding and manage to get off those shatters and build up those shatters so well. It was absolutely massive. And this was just ridiculous from Caliburn. I mean, pure filth.
So it's not surprising that they would choose Caliburn to be the sole DPS of the team, who all accounted for 34% of the team's damage. It's just really, frankly, disgusting.
To be fair, an Ashe is never alone when they're DPSing. There's always a Bob to be coming in somewhere. And that did manage to tip off because who was it that was playing the... It was Die Deer. The Deer was playing the Mercy, and the Bob was shooting at him, so he had to instantly go into cover, and then he couldn't get back out of cover and come down and help. That was so massive coming out from Caliburn, and so good from Zulu and Burger King keeping him alive for as long as he did. You know, you love to see it.
Yeah, it's... Those final brawls on point 2 of a 2 CP map is really something to see. And that's the reason. That's why Attacker has to set the pace. If Team Hot Dog had managed to finish the map, taking them to overtime would have been all they needed to do. You know, getting the hold on them would have been great because that's a guaranteed win. But then, you know, then you have another shot at it.
Yeah.
Or at least a draw.
Well, no, they'd have just straight won.
Yeah. And it looks like that was the last map of the scrim, as we are going to settle it with Team Zulu's PM Gay taking 3-1 against I Got 3 Hot Dogs.
Yeah, so that is going to be it from us tonight. So thank you. Any parting thoughts? Who would you say was the MVP of the match in that game?
Ooh. So I'm gonna give it to Caliburn.
Yeah.
With just an incredible showing from Ashe.
Yeah, other than rage quitting, he did a great job there. But for my vote, I'm going to vote towards Zulu, who I thought just put such consistent pressure. The Deer had to switch off of the main tank role. He was playing Ryan previously, wasn't he? And then it switched to... No, was it Stebby Magic? Switched to it in the end for that last push. Because there was definitely a change in the main tank, and I think it was just because they were getting outplayed so hard by Zulu, and he was doing such a good job of keeping his shield alive. So yeah, he did a great job there.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
But yes, thank you for joining us, everyone. We have been Threepwood and Wonder Sauce. And we will catch you all later.
Thank you for stopping by.